So, I wanted to share some of tips and pointers that have helped me kind of come back to myself, and maybe they'll help you. You can try them. My friend always jokes that I write all over my mirrors. On my laptop right now, I have a post it note that says, I'm the highest version of myself. Because I don't want to be stuck in like this healing girl era, right? Like forever. Like, it's always good to improve, work on yourself, evolve. That's what we're here to do, right? But you don't want to stay in this constant cycle of, I'm growing, I'm changing, I'm healing, because that's what you're telling your subconscious mind. And you're going to attract more experiences that prove that you're still healing, that you're still working on yourself, and you don't want to get stuck in that loop. So, some of the things that I do is I stopped abandoning myself and my needs in small ways. So, I am anxious and avoidant. There's all different types of attachment styles. I really don't want to put a label on myself, but I avoid connection, and then I feel safe when the other person backs off or goes away. I'm like, yeah, now I feel safe and I can pursue you, and then I become the attached one. I understand it in ways, and so I've been working through that. So the first thing that you want to do is really sit with yourself and get to know yourself. So many people are afraid to be alone. I see it all the time, and it is scary, especially when you're used to having someone. I was in a relationship since I was 14 years old. So basically my whole life, like my whole brain was developing. And I had a lot of PSTD that I had to work through. And so I did a lot of journaling, reading, going out in nature, eating healthy, drinking lots of water. Like, those things seem pretty basic, but when you are consistent with it and actually make lifestyle changes, it's going to change the entire version of you that you're showing up as. Another thing I do is I reprogram my subconscious mind while I'm sleeping. So I downloaded an app. There's a bunch of them, but this one is called Vibe Sesh, and you can listen to it all night. You can just keep it so it loops, and it's under white noise. They have them on YouTube, but this one I like because you can enter your own affirmations. I'm not getting paid for this or anything. It's just something that I use that has helped me, because your subconscious mind, you're able to approach it deeper when you're sleeping. And so that's something that has really helped me, because I've had to strip away all of this conditioning that I've experienced for well over 20 years. Especially if you've ever been with like a narcissistic type of person, you're going to need to kind of unbrainwash yourself, right? Like, I've noticed that sometimes sounds can be really triggering for me, or if people, like, I have kids, so if they're like slamming doors or something, sounds alone are triggering to me. Loud trucks, because my ex had a big loud diesel, and I can still like hear his voice in my head sometimes. I don't know if any women or men have been through an experience like that. Like, I'd be listening to the radio and it was like a problem. I would sing in the car. It was a problem. I wear lipstick. It was a problem. I would go to the grocery store without the kids. It was a problem. Everything I did was a problem. So I constantly had this voice in my head, and I had to sit and listen to it and be like, you know what, Crystal? It's not you, honey. It's okay. Like, I actually talked to myself and had to talk myself through it, because, who's going to show up for you? Just you. So my point is, once you remember who you are and step into your power, it feels so good. Like, I'll have days where I feel like I'm back to being me and I'm on top of the world. And then other days I feel kind of small again or depressed. So when I feel that way, I sit with it. I don't try and fight it. I'm like, okay, you know what? You need to just sit back for a minute, take a breather, and that's okay. You're human. And I try and give myself grace and not beat myself up, because nobody's perfect. Emotions come and go. You're not going to feel 100% all the time. And if you've ever had a trauma bond, holy hell, like going back and forth, and then your nervous system like needs that, the high and the low. Like, they'll belittle you and then try and spoil you and be overly affectionate, shower you with love. So your brain is already anticipating the high after the low. And then even just not being able to be alone. So I salute you. I commend you if you've ever worked through one of those types of relationship dynamics. They're definitely really hard. But setting boundaries is also going to be super hard for you, because you don't want to upset people. And you will see that there are healthy people out there that when you set a boundary, they listen and they respect it. And you're like, oh, okay, I don't need to over explain myself. Don't over explain yourself. Just say how you feel and then back off. That's it. You don't even need to respond to their text. You don't owe anybody anything. And I don't mean don't be kind and compassionate to people, because obviously you want good karma and you want to be a good person. But you need to choose yourself and not abandon yourself and pick you. And it seems like that should be so easy, right? But you want to make other people happy and put their needs first. But your emotions matter. So you have to show up for yourself first and foremost. So anyway, I hope that this resonated with you. If you've ever had an experience that you'd like to share, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. And I hope you have a great day.